everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have something a little different. It's not a Tamiya car. We have a kit from Hasegawa. This is the 1/24th scale BMW 2002 Tii 1971. This is in their historic car series number 23, and this has been a car that I've always thought was very unique. The body styling, kind of saloon-ish, kind of like a Datsun 510, I guess, in that same kind of genre. Always liked this body style. I almost bought, a while back, I almost bought one of these. It was a track-ready car, lowered a little bit, slicks, a little bit of engine work, roll cage, nice seats. Went to go down and check it out. Went down to San Diego area to check it out, and it wasn't running. The guy said it was running. He said everything was clean. It handled good, but when we got down there, he couldn't get it started. So that never fell through. It was a good deal on it too. But I've always wanted one of these. I kind of really like the original styling, but never got a chance to get one. So now I do. So anyway, this is the Hasegawa BMW 2002. Side of the box here, we got the licensed hologram here. A little bit of information on the 2002, kind of the paints and all that kind of stuff that, well, let's see what we got here. Contains parts for one model kit, paint glue not included, blah, blah, blah. On the side here, we have a couple different angles of the car. Front and rear angle of the car. And then a little bit of information on the kit. HC23, the length, the width. And then that's it. Nothing on the bottom. So we're going to pop this box open. Check this kit out. Let's get to it. So the first thing we have is the instruction manual. Again, different version, different layouts of the car. Kind of some data on the actual kit itself. So this is the Tii, and I'm looking at this here. The Tii was announced in 1971. It actually had a slightly different engine, had fuel injection, 4-speed transmission, manual transmission, blah, 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 130 horsepower, kind of some weight, height, basically all the data for the vehicle there. Now this is a curbside, no engine. Got to get some kits with the engines. I miss building engines. But here's all the parts list, showing the parts and the color tree. So when you look at the parts, you look at the interior here, it says the floor, number 25. 25 will take you over here to dark sea gray. The accenting color here, the tonneau cover, as I guess they call it, the accent color, 92. 92 is semi-gloss black. So if you're going to paint the car to look like what it is on the box, there's your color tree there. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I may try and do it up like the car that I was going to buy, but I kind of like building kits stock because that's just the way they come out of the box. And newer kits, I like to do them that way because it's a newer kit, but older kits, I may try and do something a little different. So I may stray a little bit away from here. But anyway, here you go. So here's the interior. There's your chassis with the engine molded to the bottom. It does look like there's a couple pieces you get to attach to that. Your exhaust here. Very minimal suspension. Very minimal suspension here as well. Looks like most of the work is going to be on the body itself. So here's the headlight or the taillights, the roof, glass, front grille, attaching the body, and then all of the work to the car itself, all the trim, door handles. Looks very complicated. This looks kind of a little overwhelming. I guess you just gotta take your time and just check each section. Bumper, all the attachments on the bumper, windshield wipers, emblems, and then all of the paintwork if you want to look at like a paint guide. This also gives you all of the external decals. Should there be some? Looks like a couple there. So anyway, there is your manual. Okay. Get our knife out here. First thing we're going to look at is this bag here. Just a piece of paper, probably to show you there's parts in there. But here's the glass. Headlights, taillights, marker lights. Got the tires in there. Open this up. I'm curious about the tires. See if there's any marking on the tires. So there are no markings on the tires. Kind of generic tires. All right. Whoa, run away. And then the little pieces that go into the suspension. When you stick the wheel, which we'll see the wheels in a bit, the wheels have a pip on them that go through these there. That causes them to roll. So these are just like little plastic kind of retainers. And your 4 tires. Nice little tread on them. Nice little detailed tread. Let's hit the body. So of course, the 2002, the kind of the iconic styling of the 2002. I like that all these pieces are separate. So you can paint them and then stick them on. You're not having to kind of detail the body. I don't see much mold lines, which is nice. Not a whole lot of cleanup work. Window surrounds are attached to the body, so if you're going to paint those, you'll need to do those on the body. Such a cool looking front end. I always love that front end. Just a good looking little body. Good looking little car. Okay, then to the large amount of additional parts. Nothing else in the bag. We have the chrome tree. It's like taillight inserts, front grille insert, bumpers, all the side molding trim, rear view mirrors or side mirrors, front headlights, door handles. Nice coating as well on the chrome. Looks good. Seats. Interesting. They didn't mold one tree, they give you 2 trees. I guess it doesn't really matter because it's the exact same part, right? So there's your lower part. Looks like the headrest, the back of the headrest perhaps, and maybe the back of the seat. So multi-piece seat. The wheels. Those are cool looking little wheels. Again, same deal as like the seats. They just mold 2 and just mold 1 and pull 2. Oh, and there's the little pips I was talking about that go into those plastic retainers. So those go in there. Helps them roll. Nice little wheels. The interior. I usually don't like whole piece interiors because it makes it difficult to detail. There's probably internal panels that go in here. We'll have to look. Back seat, center console, steering wheel, part of the dashboard there, probably the other part of the dashboard there, steering column, cluster, gauge cluster, wipers, not quite sure what those things are there, part of the exhaust, pedals, so it's 3 pedals, so if this one is a manual transmission, Oh, these look like the inserts for the front grille. I'm not quite sure what those are. Probably more inserts. Ooh, that piece is about to come off. Got to be careful there. We don't lose that. Huh. Another steering wheel. What's that steering wheel? Don't know. These look like a bunch of inserts as well. So I'll have to see. Ooh, that looks broken. This kit is pretty old, so something like this broken doesn't really surprise me. Just something you gotta fix. All right. Here is the chassis. There again, we have the engine molded into the bottom of the chassis. Kind of a bummer. Would have liked to have this separate. If you're not going to give an engine, maybe make that separate so it's a separate piece, like the transmission. Right here. Transmission is separate. Make that separate too, so at least you can paint that. Makes it easier to paint that. We'll have to do a little detailing of that. Front suspension, McPherson strut front suspension. Rear suspension, front suspension, and a roll bar. Steering link there. Exhaust. Brakes. So little. Those little dinky brakes. And then the decal sheet. A couple different options for license plate. Oh, it looks like the window surround, so you don't have to paint them. That's nice. Cluster, gauge cluster. BMW emblems. Oh, and then a couple little... Maybe this kit isn't old. Maybe this is a relatively new kit, because these are kind of relatively new, these transfers like this. I'll actually have to look and see when this kit came out. I thought it was an older kit. I ordered it, my wife got it for me for my birthday, so I just assumed it was an older kit, but maybe not. Anyway, and there you go. That's everything that comes in the Hasegawa BMW 2002 Tii kit.